I must talk to the ladies of, and then there was Eve. Yay. I've seen the film. Oh, I love the film. Yay. You are amazing.
Thank you.
So, move in closer, ladies. Move in here. Brilliant director, Savannah. So, where did the idea for this film come from?
I was at a family function and I saw someone I knew, I hadn't seen in a long time, and she was like my parents' friend, and I grew up with her daughter, and I asked her about this person, Stacy, and she said, actually, she's not Stacy anymore. And I said, how was that for you? And she said, I had to. Wait, am I doing this badly? Because now I'm talking about. No, because now I just gave everything away. God damn it!
You're fine.
I'm done. No, we're not.
Yes.
She said, I had to grieve the loss of my daughter and learn to love my son, and that's really the origin of how this story started.
So now, for the two of you, what did you think when this script came to you? And you, I know this is your very first feature.
Yes.
So, talk, ladies, talk.
Well, this came to me in an unusual case, I suppose. I actually originally workshopped the script with Savannah as a part of a director's group that she has with USC grads. And I was not originally asked to workshop Alyssa. I was just workshopping Eve. Not for any intention to play Eve, but I actually I asked to read the whole script. At that point, it was an earlier draft. But I just was really drawn to the story for the uniqueness of it, but also because of that, the honesty in which the grief is explored. It's something that I know a little, I've unfortunately had to experience. So that was something that really drew me to this particular story. And then along the way, I managed to convince her to let me audition for Alyssa, and then, if you...
And no one did it better.
But now, what about your first feature and this role? And as I said, you are amazing in this performance.
Thank you. So I came in really late. I got cast a month before we started shooting. This time last year I was working at Lawrence University in Appleton, Wisconsin. I had no idea this was going to happen. But it was amazing. It was a super great, amazing experience. It was super fun to work with her in particular. I remember our first audition together, and I remember saying, I feel like we're in the same room together, because we did it via Skype. And also the role itself has resonance for me personally. I transitioned within my marriage. My wife and I have gone through some things. But I really, really liked that this story was about the partner more than it was about the trans person. And I gave it a chance because I know for a fact that trans people don't exist on an island, and we don't do all of this stuff all by ourselves. We have people who love us and who take care of us, and it's important that their stories are told too. I mean, I think it's important that trans people play trans people, but it's important that we tell the stories, the whole story, right? And any one story that you tell about transgender experience is just going to be one story, because it's a big umbrella of which many, many kinds of lives are being led. But this personally was about, it struck me because I love my wife, and the first time I read the script I cried, because I was like, oh, it's about the wife. That makes me really happy.
Now, I've got to ask you, cinematography is beautiful. Tell me, talk to me about your cinematographer and how you develop the visual palette you have. Some of the montages are just exquisite.
Thank you. That is the work of Johanna Coelho. She is amazing, and gosh, where to start? That girl carried this camera the whole way through.
We did some rolling takes that were 20 minutes. And she had the camera on the side of her head for
We
20
also had
minutes.
an all-female camera crew.
Yeah.
We had an
At one point she got
amazing
in the
amount of
bath
women
with me.
working on the film.
To get that bath shot, she was in there with me. We were in the bath together.
Okay, well that's a good one to put on your resume.
Exactly.
But we were joking on set at the time. We were like, now if this was a male cinematographer, we
would
might
this
not have been able to
look
get
like?
the shot.
But
It would have been awkward.
you know, JoJo really understands the story, and she's so story driven, and she's got this amazing visual mind that to bring it to life, like a lot of things we had to do on the fly. All those montages was just 4 of us. Like she had no support, and it was something that we had to we both knew the story and our visual style so deeply that when we had to move real quick, she was able to just adapt. So we worked hard in prep, and then we kind of just let our intuition guide us.
Ladies, an amazing, amazing job. It was one of the first films I screened for the festival, and I fell in love with it when I watched it. So, congratulations.